Rod, 2-0 down, 2-2 right at the end. As good a point as you can get in those circumstances, you must be pretty pleased with what you've seen from your side there.
Yeah, really am. Really am. I mean, it feels like a victory, but it's not. We have dropped 2 points. But, on reflection of the whole game, so disappointed to be 2-0 down after I felt we'd really played quite well. And then, we got sort of caught really against the run of play, and then they going 1-0 up. They sort of had a little spell in the game, which I thought then they started to get on top of us. Didn't think we was winning enough ball in the middle of the park. We go in there at half time and we have a good chat and we try to eradicate a few things, and at 2-0 down, the next goal is the most important goal, and we've managed to get that, and then we've really put them on the back foot. I mean, Josh Shabigan has scored an unbelievable goal there to give us an to put us back in the game. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the momentum then come back to us. We was unlucky not to win it in the end, but I've just been so pleased with the boys. We changed a bit of shape. We brought in some new players. As I say, it was Jeannie Kennedy's first game today. First time we really had a look at Sonny Fish. First time it's not the first time in the league game, but obviously another game for Jason as well. And then, as I say, we brought on the lad today, Reece Grant, who I think really affected it. I believe he got the second.
Sonny got the second.
Was it Sonny? Was it Fisher who got the second? Sorry. There was too much going on. But okay, so and I think it was a great ball in. Maybe I've been corrected by Jason. I think he whipped a great ball in the box. But listen, the spirit of the boys, and what I want you supporters to go away with today is the fact is that that these boys are here to fight for you. They're here to fight for me, for you, supporters, the club, Howard and people like that who's been tirelessly trying to help me do everything I can. And the second half performance and the good spell of the first half, I thought they was excellent. But to be 2-0 down and nearly win it 3-2, there's a lot of credit to them. Look.
You mentioned the new lads, obviously they've both on the score sheet, 2 of them. A few others, as we said, over the last few weeks since you've been here. Normally there's a bit of a bedding in period, but you must be really pleased that they have hit the ground running and they have come in and made an immediate difference. Obviously, unbeaten in the league in 4, that's the sort of form you need if you're going to get out of the situation we're in. Yeah, we can't, defeats affect you sort of in all ways, mentally, as far as the confidence levels and everything like that. Now, we've come against the teams here today who's a very good side. And I don't think we've seen the best of them today, because I think you've got to give credit to our lads. I think, it's a tough place to come now. This will be a fortress, and this has got to be a fortress. So there's nobody turning up here anymore that are just going to think that they're going to win the game. The new signings, I think, was added with the existing squad. I think gelled well. I felt for Jeannie Kennedy, he gave the ball away in the middle of the park and they scored, which this is what we're coming up against. We're making the odd mistake and getting punished like we did last week at Barnet. But I felt he got back on the saddle and he went again. And he passed some lovely balls out there today, and he's a real honest kid that wants to be here, and hopefully he'll go back to Colchester learning a bit more about the game. So as I say, we've had to work hard, and I want to thank the likes of the Crawleys and the Choltons and like Colchesters that have helped us. I've done a bit of business today, yesterday, with the likes of bringing Reece in. There is 1 or 2 going out the door. So obviously I brought a couple of new additions in, and hopefully that's going to make us stronger. But if you look at our bench today, I believe that it looked a stronger bench than it has for a while. And I always gauge my teams off for that. But listen, I really look forward to Tuesday now. If we'd have been beat, we've got to play against a very, very good team in Worthing. But the character and everything today and the way we move the ball at times, I know supporters shout things out and get a bit frustrated, but these boys are trying. If they wasn't trying, I'd be with them. But, these boys need encouraging, and the supporters was excellent at the end, and they're going to need that. They are our 12th man. And, and I just felt they played a big part. I thought a lot of the decisions today against us were quite poor in many ways, but same again, you can't say too much of that as I'm, get myself in trouble. But yeah, you watched the game like I did, Ollie, and I thought they was outstanding, and they're the sort of games you want to watch in non-league. If I paid to come here today, I'd be over the moon going away from here, because it was really entertainment, 2 good sides, and there was a hell of a lot at stake. Just finally, Joe Hill was forced off midway through the second half. Is there any update on him? I'm guessing that was an injury by the looks of things.
No, I mean, listen, Joe's a tough guy, and we knew that he had a bit of an injury before the game, and he'll run himself through it, but we can't be silly. We've got a good bench here. I mean, to have the likes of Will Wood coming off the bench, you know, what a good player he is. So he's helped us. He'll probably be fresh now for a bit of Tuesday. So, listen, we've got to move it about. When you keep playing, I mean, that's Saturday we go today, then we go Tuesday against Worthing, and then we've got a really tough one away at St Albans. So there is no give-me's, there's no easy games. And, you know, what I've seen in Hampton and Richmond and today, they're good sides. The only disappointment at the moment is that I thought we should have done better against Taunton, but we went down to 10 men. Also, that was nice for us today to stay with, you know, not go have anybody sent off and be able to see the game through with a full 11.
Absolutely, well done today, Rob.
Thank you.